Buckle up, buttercup, because we're diving headfirst into a cinematic masterpiece, or maybe not. Our victorious girl star is slumming it in a film so forgettable, it's practically invisible. Meanwhile, her arch-rival soaring to stardom in Wicked Grande, talk about a career disparity. And then there's Grace, a Lorax cosplaying Enigma, waiting for the elevator like a scene straight out of a bizarre sitcom. She mistakes a new guy, Alex, who just moved into the 11th floor, for a fresh face. Turns out, they're gonna be neighbors. Inside the elevator, things get creepy fast. Grace is frowning over another missing person case, and a serial killer is apparently on the loose. The elevator promptly dies, talk about dramatic tension. But Grace, ever the prepared neighbor, keeps it cool. Once in her apartment, we meet Arya, the roommate from hell, or maybe heaven. They're soon at Alex's place where he spills the beans about his pro football ending accident. Grace asks if he misses it. Nope, says Alex. But Arya's got that look. You know the one. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this hallway's about to get weird. Alex stumbles upon a freak show, seriously, and Oompa Loompa was involved. Then, bam, Arya, our resident goth goddess, with a Harry Potter scar, no less, introduces Alex to Manny, the building's resident amateur detective, obsessed with the missing girl's case. Manny spills the tea on the creepy Mr. Evers, the party animal whose post-party silence is suspiciously quiet. Alex gets the lowdown. Apparently, Mr. Evers is a bit of a weirdo even by apartment building standards, according to Arya. Rooftop rendezvous ensues, a near kiss, and a heartfelt apology about ex-boyfriend baggage. And just when you think it's over, a wild Grace appears. Elevator ride cliffhanger. A mystery woman yells, "Wait," and the doors close, leaving us hanging. Oh boy, Mr. Evers. The raisin-looking dude with a blonde bombshell practically glued to him, talk about a cougar cub combo. They're making a scene, folks. Grace and Arya, witnessing the midnight mayhem firsthand, hear a scream that would curdle milk. Then, thumping, Alex, our intrepid investigator, goes to check things out. He finds Mr. Evers, all nonchalant, cleaning the incinerator. Suspicious, much? Alex tries to chat, but Evers makes a hasty retreat. Alex spills the beans to the girls. He killed her. Incinerator job. They think he's nuts. But wait, Alex finds a crack in the wall. A ghostly echo confirms his suspicions. An old laundry chute. He's got one too. Looks like Mr. Evers took a shortcut to disposing of his, laundry. He swears he never saw the lady leave Mr. Evers' place. Says he was glued to the window, eagle-eyed, the whole time. Arya, bless her heart, assures him Mr. Evers isn't a serial killer, despite the, shall we say, eccentricity. Then this guy, equally quirky, backs him up. Alex peeps through his peephole, coughs at Mr. Evers' door, nothing. Grace does the same, gasp. She recoils. Alex looks, and Mr. Evers is staring right at his door, wagging a finger. The next day, Alex's plan is to enter via the crawl space above the ceiling. He says, "Mind your own business." Apparently that's the new saying around here. Manny gave him the blueprints. Grace thinks he's bonkers, but he insists it'll be a blast. A blast that could get them both killed. She caves. Claustrophobic Grace watches Alex disappear into the ceiling. While he explores Mr. Evers' apartment, Grace keeps watch. And what does Alex find in Mr. Evers' closet? A creepy mannequin with a skull and pictures of women. Yikes. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Manny's chatting with Grace, spilling the beans that Mr. Evers, conveniently, is out of town for the weekend. Meanwhile, Mr. Evers, back from his dog walk, that dog's got better instincts than I do, finds Grace making a break for the elevator. Alex, getting a call that goes straight to voicemail, discovers a chute in Mr. Evers' bedroom, and a hidden compartment overflowing with cash. Picture this, Alex, stuffing himself into that chute, like a human bowling pin. Locked in, Mr. Evers, hearing his dog go nuts, investigates, baseballs are thrown, mysteries are not solved. Alex calls Grace, his damsel in distress, or maybe distress call, gets freed, and they're onto something huge. Turns out Mr. Evers might be a serial killer. Grace, realizing Alex just survived a date with death, and lived to tell the tale, is suddenly very interested. A kiss, and a plan to film the whole crazy thing. Now that's a plot twist. Hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get wild. Grace and Alex are getting cozy, while Mr. Evers, bless his cotton socks, is busy investigating a baseball on the rooftop, a clue that screams, someone was here last night. Their sneaky plan, totally busted by R.A., who's about as thrilled as a vampire at a blood drive. Mayonnaise swap aside, we learn Arya's got some serious baggage, a terrifying run-in with her ex left her deeply traumatized. Our intrepid duo, after some serious convincing, sneak into Mr. Evers' apartment, and Grace starts filming. Cue the squeaky floorboards and a very alert dog. Arya's on lookout, but a phone call seals her fate. She misses Mr. Evers strolling by, talk about a missed cue. And just as Alex is pulling out his best, awkward, face, bam. Mr. Evers bursts in, dog in tow, unleashing canine chaos. Grace's phone, bye-bye, and then, Mr. Evers grabs a cleaver, oh boy. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is wild. Grace gets a bloodbath, literally. When some guy, let's call him, Stabby McFinger, sacrifices himself for her. Then things escalate quickly. Alex, bless his heart, takes out the doggo, don't worry, it wasn't pretty, before a certain Mr. Evers gets to Grace. Arya, she's a whirlwind. Cleaver to the neck, and bam. Suddenly, it's a three-person staring contest with the cops. Grace's dial-a cop plan is thwarted, and instead, they become the cleanup crew from hell. Just when they think they're in the clear, boom. Detective Polk bursts in. A frantic scramble, a hidden body, a vent escape, phew. But oh no, Grace is a little late to the party. Blood's leaking, a desperate litter dump and a body disposal later, they're swimming in newfound riches, and probably a little bit of blood. The nerve. Whoa, Grace is about to unlock her apartment when, bam, a blonde bombshell appears, all swagger and confidence, heading straight for Mr. Evers' door. Grace's jaw drops. Total panic mode ensues. But wait, the blonde's knocking on Grace's door next? Turns out, she's Tovia, and she's just dropping by for Mr. Evers, seriously? Grace's relief is short-lived, she's so shaken, she's puking her guts out. Then, the big reveal, she's alive. Mr. Evers didn't kill her. Chaos reigns. Alex and Arya erupt into a huge fight, Arya storming off. Later, rooftop jogging for Arya, while Alex and Grace, well, let's just say they chose a different kind of cardio. And then Grace drops a bombshell of her own. Arya's ex, David, was a total monster, abusive, and he ended it all. Poor Arya's still reeling from that heartbreak. Regrettably, Grace's delicious dinner is quickly forgotten. Back at her apartment, Arya's frantically deleting videos from Grace's phone, just as it rings. It's Alex, drinks are on him. Out in the parking lot, plotting their next move, Alex is suggesting, act normal, maybe leave the country for a bit. Suddenly, a blonde dude, Claude, pops up, wanna play? Whoa, 3 sets of eyes widen. Then, Tovia, out of nowhere. She's convinced they offed Mr. Evers. Apparently, Mr. Evers was a meticulous communicator. No contact? Something's up. Tovia figures Arya's the culprit, understandable, she says, the man was a bit off. But Tovia drops a bombshell, Evers was incredibly useful, and they need his valuables. His apartment's rigged. A tripwire by the door activates cameras, but they shut off when you leave. So, how do you get in? Whoa, Evers' apartment gets raided, without even knocking. Alex tries the innocent act, hilarious fail. Tovia and Chloe, gone like a flash, but not before Alex spills the beans about the hard drive. Grace wants the cops, Arya wants to pay up, smart move, right? Wrong. Suddenly, bam, Tovia and Chloe reappear, guns blazing. Grace is shot. I didn't see that coming. Victoria Justice levels of shock. Alex and Arya barely escape, leaving them shaken, stirred, and seriously traumatized. The cops arrive, cue the sirens. Then comes the interrogation. Arya's claiming carjacking gone wrong. Folks got photos of Tovia, Evers, and Chloe. Arya's denial is epic. She knows Evers, he's her neighbor. Apparently she didn't recognize the other two, but Polk reminds her about their little heist 6 months ago, art theft from the museum. This is getting messy. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a roller coaster. Mass murdering poke, yeah, that guy, claims he's got cops swarming the building, then casually skips off to the rooftop. Meanwhile, Alex is trying to comfort Arya about Grace's demise, asking the million-dollar question, how do we move on from this? Arya's not having it. She accuses Alex of caring only about the cash, which, by the way, she's cleverly stashed. But she's playing her cards close to her vest. Alex, ever the pragmatist, admits he does want the money, but hey, let's swap our lives for it, right? They hatch a plan, hard drive, money, stolen art, the whole shebang. Then, the big reveal, the money's back in Mr. Evers' apartment, Grace's brilliant idea. Arya's going in, while Alex sneaks around back for the car, only to get zapped by Claude, disguised as a freaking coffee cup. They know Alex has Arya's keys, and suddenly, he's gagged in the most ridiculously terrifying way imaginable, tied up at gunpoint. The blonde baddies start grilling him about the paintings, but Alex is clueless. Tavilla's starting to think those paintings are still chilling in Mr. Evers' place. This is getting intense. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this heist went sideways faster than a greased piglet. Cops clueless about the stolen art? Alex's vent-crawling skills are legendary. Tobias thrilled, until the paintings vanish. Poof. Suddenly, Alex is facing Tobias' wrath, a Russian roulette game with a side of screaming. Meanwhile, poor Clay, yammering to himself while searching for Arya, gets a cleaver to the hand. Arya barricades herself, but here's Johnny, screams Claude, bursting through the door. Alex, ever the smooth operator, snatches a Glock, shoots Tobias, and the chaos escalates. Claude, now interrogating Arya, gets a gun pointed at his head. A deal struck, a cut of the loot for information, but Alex's trigger fingers itching. Bang! The torch drops, and boom! The place goes up in flames. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is a wild ride. Alex, bless his greedy heart, tries to strong-arm Arya for some priceless paintings and a hefty wad of cash. He gets so aggressive, a full-on chokehold. Arya, ever the clever one, plays possum, lures him into a laundry chute, and bam! She escapes with the loot while Alex takes an unexpected, watery plunge. Talk about a soaking. Poor Alex, drowned by his own avarice. Meanwhile, Arya's off to a brand new life, curating art at a museum. Karma's a real BTCH, isn't it? What a twist. Subscribe for more thrilling heists and ridiculously greedy villains. Hit that notification bell and give us a like, it means the world.